Beast Tamer is you press. It's everything with a 48. They call the 48 kilo kettlebell beast. So you press it, you've got to pistol squat it, and you've got to tie it around your waist and do a pull up with it. Yeah, it was a. I was definitely the first in Australia. Don't know what 50 something in the world when it came to the Beast Tamer at that point. That was in the end of 2017. And same again. I didn't pass it the first time. So I went to Sydney, thought had it in the bag, didn't perform as well on the day. So then had to resit it at the end of 2017, which once again had to pick myself off the floor and figure out how to prep for it and change and improve on technique. Extremely difficult. Took about a year and a half of training. So every morning, coming in first thing in the morning, doing only those 3 movements.
So for nearly a year and a half, that's all you focused on?
About a year, I focused on it solely. I started prepping for it about half a year out, and then for about a year I spent prepping full time.
And during that year, did you have any setbacks or anything like that?
Heaps of setbacks.
Yeah.
A couple of shoulder injuries, pulled a couple of muscles, got ill quite a number of times, in fact 4 or 5 times. Had to go over to South Korea for work, so had to figure out how to train there. Had a child.
Yeah, big commitment.
Lack of sleep. So yes, had a lot of different things. Also diagnosed with Hashimoto's, so I had to work out a plan how to figure out how to get around that. So I had to change diet, I had to change supplements, etc. So there was a lot of setbacks. There was a lot of different things that I had to do for that period of time.
Yeah. So when most people think of attending a gym or something like that, they only think of the physical side. But obviously 1 year of training for a particular goal with setbacks is extremely mental.
Oh, 100%. I mean, in fact, the last few days that I started prepping for Beast Tamer, I would go and sit in the float tank and just mentally think of me succeeding on those 3 exercises. And that was one of the biggest. It's all mental, 100% mental. But when you get setback and you get injured, you go, all right, do I just push it out for another 6 months and wait for the next certification, or do I just continue? And you've got those thoughts, but it is 100% mental.
Yes.
You're relying on your guys around you to say, hey, look, get feedback. You're taking videos to say, oh, how do I improve? And it's, 100% mental. In fact, if I hadn't done that training, it was probably the most challenging things I've had to do mentally, even more so than what I've had to do in rowing.